It's Nolan. Diamond on the grind since my spit. Putting all my time in the right way. Money come back and fly straight.
I hate you.
Niggas don't know what my life take. That's why you looking at me all sideways. Bringing in cash, least 5 ways. Living every day like it's Friday. Hold up now. Far from a tenant, I was brought up on the Bible. Mama kept it branded on the side like a rifle. Float through the water, need a royalty for title. Wrestle with the hater, lemonade, Roddy Piper. Wait, I was in the studio pulling all night. You was at the block party dancing like Mike. I was on the go for the green light, tiger. Now I'm icing out my wrist. I ain't talking all Friday like whoa. Monopoly money cover the drawer. Running up the score, putting numbers on the board. Never let a dollar go, hopping on the whore. Banging on the boat, finna send it all short. Yo, why you count mine? I ain't eating off yours. Put it in the ceiling of the walls of the floor. Well, they ain't high, put my name on scores. I ain't gotta chase fame, get the cash straight for it. No count. Only can focus on C-notes. Done like I'm Vito. Pour up the vino. Roll out the carpet, get more like casino. Tell me the price, I say no necesito. Got it on tape, posted up like it's Vivo. Trap out my house with my pen, but it's legal. I sweep my girl off her feet like torpedo. She order mojitos, you push two paquitos. Grind since 9th grade. Diamond on the grind since MySpace. Putting all my time in the right way. Money coming back when you fly straight. Niggas don't know what my life take. That's why you looking at me all sideways. Bringing in cash, these 5 ways. Living like day like it's Friday. Diamond on the grind since 9th grade. Diamond on the grind since MySpace. Putting all my time in the right way. Money coming back when you fly straight. Niggas don't know what my life take. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music and entertainment commentary and breakdowns. Y'all know what time it is, man. It is New Music Friday. So, of course, you know we're going to be evading. We're going to be moving away from, at least temporarily, from the whole Kendrick-Drake beef. We're going to calm that conversation down because we got all new music out. We got new songs from Megan Thee Stallion, Ice Spice. Gunna's album dropped last night. I'm not going to be talking about it because I was actually very disappointed. I felt like all the songs on the album sounded the same. The production sounded monotone. I don't know what the fuck. What's going on with Gunna, y'all? You got a lot of hype. Got a lot of support despite whatever went down in that courtroom. You know what I'm saying? The last album, I felt like Gunna had something to prove. This album, it feels like he done fell back into his comfort zone. So we ain't really going to comment on that too much. Just had to speak on it because it did drop last night. I was thoroughly unimpressed. And I ain't gonna be lying to y'all. I feel like a lot of the music that's coming out right now on the heels of this battle is a little bit mid. All right? It's kind of in the rib section area. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. A lot of artists right now, they trying to drop. They feel like they got a little room to breathe. The two big dogs, they not dropping nothing right now. They trying to sneak it in before the beef gets reignited and maybe they shit gets pushed back again. I understand it. I get it. It's a lot of energy going on right now. But the music that I'm hearing outside of that battle is not really doing anything for me. It's not energizing me. It's not catching my ear. But we're going to talk about it today. All right? Now, first up, we got to talk about Megan Thee Stallion and her new single, BOA. I'm going to lead with the good first. I thought that the video was dope. Music video, the whole idea of having the kids playing the PS2 game and brand new thing goes in line with the fact that she's releasing the singles on CDs and you're going to get those same type of PlayStation 2 discs sent to your crib, keeping it in line with the rollout. I thought that was dope. I thought the video game angle was dope since she's really been into that. I feel like the visuals were pretty good. Also on the good side, I thought that the beat was fire. Shout out to Lil Ju made it. Lil Ju made the beat. Fire. She's at least sticking to the code on working with him. He makes her best material, right? She had some bars on this record. We're going to go through the lyrics. She was spitting on here. But overall, I feel like coming off of Cobra, which I really enjoyed, coming off of Hiss, which I also really enjoyed, you coming into this record, I feel like this definitely turns down the momentum quite a bit. If I'm going to be all the way honest and transparent, I like Megan. I think she's a good rapper. She's been having nothing but good things going for her. She's, you know, basically an independent major artist or a majorly independent, however you want to throw it. She owns her masters, owns her publishing, her business is in order. She's going on tour. All these good things are lined up for Megan. I've been documenting this whole process. But this particular record, the way that she made it, I'm a little disappointed. The hook on this record, super lazy. Super lazy. I don't know if this is going to be like it feels like an intro to a mixtape. So this might be the song that opens up the album. But I'm not thrilled with the hook. Lazy. Lazy as fuck. We're not going to go no further without speaking on that. All right? What else? What other notes do I got on this record before I start really going there? That's all I had. All right. So let's get into the actual lyrics, shall we? So she says, I be showing my ass, they mad, huh? Bitches is bitter, they thought it was sweet. All of a sudden they vegan, they don't want beef. Talking out of veneers, I'm knocking out teeth. So she comes in and, you know, people do be trying to criticize Megan for showing her ass. They say that she twerks too much, all of that type of stuff. So she like, I be showing my ass, they mad, huh? You know, bitches is bitter, they thought it was sweet. All of a sudden they vegan, they don't want beef. Now, you know, we started the year off with the Megan, Nicki Minaj beef. It kind of died down. I think the ball was really left in Megan's court if she wanted to react to Bigfoot or not. She kind of took some time to get herself together, get this album done, get her life straight, get this tour settled out, all of her paperwork, getting her business in order, all new label, right? All of a sudden, they vegan, they don't want beef. Talking out of veneers, I'm knocking out teeth. So that's one person that could be the target of that line. We also know that her and JT, it seemed like Megan was definitely throwing shots at JT on the previous freestyle. I Think I Love Her joint where she was talking about, you know, people on the bubbling under 100 list and not hitting the charts. Talking about some of the fashion stuff that they got going on. They have fashion wars. So it seems like it could be one or the other. She also took shots at previous rappers that she's been connected to as far as the male side, niggas that she's dated or slept with that all came and decided they wanted to out her in some way or fashion. But on this record, you know, I'm thinking it's probably towards one of those two ladies we mentioned before. Talking out of veneers, I'm knocking out teeth. I would love to know who she's talking about here. There's so many people in the industry that have veneers. You know, there's some people that are trying to build a narrative between Cardi and Megan, thinking that they may be on the outs. I'm not going to really lean into that narrative until we get more information, until we start seeing other subtle shots being thrown out there that kind of lead to some sort of division between them. Last I known, they were still good. Last I known, Megan was very happy about her relationship with Cardi, and she said that they had an album that they were potentially working on and that they would love to go on tour together. These are ideas that she was actually pushing out there and advocating for. So I'm not going to say that she's talking about Cardi in this line until we get a little bit more clarity on that. And we know if Cardi feels violated by the line, she'll come out and speak to it. So I think the ball is in both of their court on that. She says, I pop shit, they want pop. They bought Birkins, I bought stock. So she says, I pop my shit. They went pop. So again, this could be aimed at anybody or just overall talking shit. It doesn't necessarily have to be aimed at somebody specific, but to say they bought Birkins, I bought stock. That's, the Birkin bags. And then there's also the play on Birkin stock, but I bought stock instead of the Birkin. So she's talking about how she's, using her money more wisely. Right. So there's that. They taking shots. I'm taking spots. Whoa, I jumped the line. I bought stock. They still on a boat. I'm on a yacht. They taking shots. I'm taking spots. Right. So she's saying they still on a boat. They floating under below. So I think that could also be shots at JT, who is the only person in this conversation who could, kind of be seen as beneath Megan. That she would be like on a yacht compared to their boat. Because everyone else is, she's still climbing up the ladder. They taking shots, I'm taking spots, right? So again, it could go one or two ways, right? And it could be a double shot. It could be JT taking shots and I'm taking spots, meaning that she could be taking Nicki's spot. So it's like, I got both of y'all. You taking shots at me. I'm taking your homegirl spot though. I see the shade, then they get blocked. They see the chain, then they went blind. I know I'm different. I'm one of a kind. I took off on bitches and left them behind. How do you hate me if I'm on your mind? Right? So at this point, she popping some shit, you know what I'm saying? Regular shit. Sending me message ain't Valentine. Bitches is messy, but I'm petty. I think it's interesting she used the word petty. I mean, petty is a part of the lexicon, but you also know whose last name is now Petty. Bitches is messy, but I'm petty. Don't gotta edit, get the Getty. Excuse me, don't gotta edit, check the Getty. Right? I keep it real, I keep it sexy, calling for backup before they address me. So she's saying, I don't gotta edit, check the Getty. So of course, this is aimed at Nicki Minaj. People have been saying that Nicki be editing her photos, trying to make herself look a little bit slimmer than she really is. They say that the walls be bending and stuff like that, which Megan also made reference to on his. So it's like, I don't got to edit my photos. I could really just take snaps right in front of you and we could throw the motherfucking picture up on the gram or throw it anywhere we want. You could check the Getty images, the raw shit that they put up online. She still look good, right? I keep it real. I keep it sexy, calling for backup before they address me. Hoes do all of that typing, but never once did I get pressed. It's obvious bitch is obsessed. If it's fuck me, then we having sex, right? So again, she's not backing down from none of the smoke. I wouldn't call this like a certified beef record or a certified diss record. It's just popping shit, throwing shots, letting people know I ain't over y'all yet, but I'm not gonna, this ain't what you think it is, but it's also, this ain't what you want. Right? But if it's fuck me, then we having sex. Basically saying, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you too. So I guess we both smashing at this point, if we talking about fucking. You know? She said, if I pop back, then they go, bitch, your time up. So clearly she's talking about somebody whose time is up. Then she goes, TikTok, TikTok. These bitches only hot on TikTok. Bitches doing all that womp, 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 womp. Bitch, your time up. Why is you not clocking out? Doing shit for TikTok. Bitch, I'm really hip hop. They all know my shit hot. Ain't listen when your shit drop. All my diamonds dancing. I ain't need to make no TikTok. So she's really talking about the TikTok viral shit. You know what I'm saying? Saying, I don't need none of that. You trying to depend on that. I could get popping without it. I think this is a miscalculation on Megan's part. I understand that TikTok is in jeopardy of going away and not being utilized as hard. You know what I'm saying? Anybody under the UMG umbrella definitely has a lot to think about when it comes to TikTok. I think actually, as a matter of fact, UMG just went back and opened up the catalog on there because they had to negotiate a new deal. I didn't even get a chance to talk about that. But I would think when she made this song, that might have been the mindset. But this chorus is absolutely trash. Sorry. The TikTok hip hop shit drop, like, I get it, but Megan is typically, if we look at the best records from Megan's catalog, they typically have catchy hooks, hard beats, and good rhymes. Like popping shit, popping ass in the club, flexing on niggas. I feel like the ingredients on this record are sparse. The beat is hard though. Make no mistake, the beat, fire. I might actually fucking rap on the beat. Just for fun. But it just didn't move me like I wanted it to. Especially the fact that it's May 10th and we haven't heard from you in a minute. Like, I thought it was going to be following up to the hype. Verse 2, she says, hey, hair long, money long, counting up for hours. I don't want no minute, man. Fuck me for some hours. Chains wet. I'm in love with money showers. Doop, doop, doop. I love the sound of money counters. Hey, Boy, I'm a player, not a savior. Niggas in purses, I got every flavor. So, you know, she comes in, she kind of does a flow change. I like the flow change, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Just solid flow. Niggas in purses, meaning I got every flavor, as in like any type of nigga I want, any type of purse I want, I could get it. I got every flavor. Take a picture. I pose for the haters, showing my ass like adult entertainers. You know, pretty obvious. From the back, he could tell I'm from Texas. Yellow diamonds in my necklace. Just crossed another op off the checklist. So we already know she's keeping score, right? She's keeping score on the ops that she knocked off. A lot of the fans of that other artist, they felt like she tucked her tail and ran. Don't want to give her no attention now, but she's like, I crossed her off the checklist anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna gloat in my victory, but this ain't really no back and forth where we got a battle at the square. Right? Spanking these rap bitches, yeah, that's my fetish. Okay, now you kind of leaning into this idea now. I don't know. It sounds like in one hand, she kind of like moved on, but on the other hand, it's like she's still welcome to the idea. I don't know. He do what I tell him. I do what I want to do. All they fucking talking, but let's see who really make a move. Post a picture. Bitches call me mother now. Who's son and who? Come on. We already know we all know these are shots at Nicki. This whole song is shots at Nicki. Bitch, your time up. Who's old enough for their time to be up and need to be clocking out? And unfortunately, I'm not going to say I don't like this record. I'm just not crazy about it. I'm not enthused. I don't feel excited. I feel like either the timing was off of this coming out, or the awkward hook, there's a couple spots in the beat that kind of like the timing is different. I think Lil Ju may have changed like time signatures in a couple spots where it felt like you was on the downbeat and then it turned into the upbeat, and then it kind of like she just kept riding it or going into the hook. It was a couple awkward little spaces in there. That's all I'm saying. This was not pristine. That's all I'm gonna say. The lyrics were effective. The flows were passable. The message was clear. I'm still on your fucking head. But for this to be that type of song, I'm not crazy about it. For TikTok to basically be the primary target, like you do this shit for TikTok, I don't, I think is a little bit disingenuous. TikTok definitely carried some of Megan's music throughout the pandemic, which kept her alive when she was dropping somewhat mid albums. I've been very much transparent about how I felt about her albums. Like, you go back to Tina Snow, fire. Fever, fire. You start getting into that other shit, not the greatest. You know, each project had good records on them, but I haven't switched up my opinion on that. No matter how much I like her or how much I want to support her. I did not like Traumazine all that much. And I'm hoping that this album still turns out really good. I mean, she's 2 out of 3 for me, which still isn't bad. If the album can kind of trend on that for every 3 songs I like too, she's still going to have a solid album. But I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to act like she just dropped the hardest shit in the world, because it literally is not. But again, the beat does a lot of the heavy lifting here that kept my attention. The beat is fire. Also, with these shots that she's taking at Nicki, I hope she's prepared in case they do have to go through another battle or the conclusion of the battle. Because what I don't want to see is if Nicki comes out and you throw a smack, she throws a punch, or she throws a rock. I don't want Megan to disappear again. I don't want her to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to engage in battle or engage in a back and forth that you're really not ready to commit to. So that's another thing, right? We gave you the opportunity to go and do what you needed to do after you dropped his. All new label, all new business structure, all new situation, new money, tours on the table. All that shit takes work. So I totally understand her hiatus throughout the year from that. But I kind of feel like this isn't the re-entry that I was looking forward to. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a lot of Megan fans on this channel, but I have to be responsible. I can't pander to nobody just based off of the popular vote. You know what I'm saying? In terms of what I'm hearing. Look, out of the current generation of rappers, Kendrick Lamar is my favorite. Even in that battle with Drake, I said areas where I didn't think he made the best moves. So, again, it's not bad. It's like a step above mid, but it's not something I'm gonna add to the playlist. It's not something I'm gonna be going back and playing. But I like the video a lot. I like the beat a lot. Those are my takeaways on Megan. Now, we also got a new record from Ice Spice, Gimme a Light. And unfortunately, it feels like they're living in the same realm right now. Now, Megan is a much better rapper than Ice Spice. Light years better than Ice Spice. But the beat on this record from Gimme a Light is banging like a motherfucker. Again, the beat is tough. I think it stands on its own. I think it holds up without the Sean Paul sample, or at least the Sean Paul vocal, because the vocals are not on time with the actual pace of the beat. It's like the vocal sample is going slow while the beat is going fast. I think that shit is weird. I don't like that shit. I'm not mad at the little dun 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 dun. I like that part in there. Of course, that's from the original. But I'm getting frustrated with these sample songs from the 2000s. It's just a gimmick at this point. It's not being creatively done. It's not introducing something new. It's not a new spin. It's just lazy as fuck. Right? But the beat itself is hard. As a matter of fact, on this one, I'm looking forward to hearing all of the other artists that are going to drop freestyles on this beat. I could live without ever hearing Ice Spice on this song again. Number one, she comes in yelling. It's the first song that I've heard from Ice Spice where she's changed her delivery and cadence. I feel like she's been bullied into trying something else, you know? And I don't feel like it worked. She sounds, I hate to say that she sounds, I don't know, a little challenged in that cadence. Hot box in the V, give me a light, where it's at, fat ass so the pants fit tight. Take a man, I'm getting him right. Big knock like, why would I fight? Hot box in the V like, give me a light. Fat ass so the pants fit tight. Like, it's the same formula with Ice Spice on every song. Same pattern, same everything. Just like, this ain't it. Big knock like, I'm not a fighter. Big Ice, I don't need a writer. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need a writer. Because how many more songs do you think you're going to be able to pull off with this same pocket? God damn, Ice Spice, you like 501 jeans. You got the same pocket every time. Damn. Her man calling me baby. Grrrl. I miss Poopy like I need a diaper. Miss Poopy, like, what the fuck? Who are you? Ice. How old are you, shorty? What the fuck? You been saying Poopy on a couple songs. We finna start believing. This is not to disparage you. We might have to start believing what Baby Storm said about your classes in school. Nothing against you. And we should be all, open to receiving those that, may have had cognitive issues in school. You can still be a rapper. But this is a little concerning when you done called yourself Miss Poopy on like 2-3 songs as a grown woman. I mean, we literally got Sukiana out here calling JT Miss Shitty Booty, and it's a fucking insult. But you calling yourself Miss Poopy like it's a fucking compliment. Like it's actually self-endearing. That's wild. I know it's kind of like a play on the shit. You think Lotto's the fart? Who's advising you on this? They've done excellent work on your business. But somebody got to step in, man. Yes, you do need a writer. Watch your mouth, cause my bitch gets scrappy. Fuck you mean, bitch? I never gave tacky. You sure? I don't know. Off the liquor, we be getting nasty, ghetto fabulous and fancy. She getting loud, but nobody move. Talk of the town, I'm making the news. Pretty ass faces, pretty ass boobs. Pretty ass bitch, I be shaking the room. Grrrl. Stink ass bitch trying to grill me. She acting lost, but of course she can tune. We're gonna skip that hook. I took a man out of boredom. Bad bitch came straight out of Fordham. Now I'm rocking Balenci. I remember I couldn't afford them. So you rocking Balenciaga now. You remember when you couldn't afford them. That's cool. Flashback to the harder times. Give you a little relatability. Like bitches be losing the plot. And that's how I got to the top. And no, I don't got any ops. Like, why would I be for the flop? Again, it would seem she's taking shots at Lotto. Saying, I ain't got no ops. Why would I be for the flop? Like, I'm not going to keep acknowledging this girl, but you keep acknowledging this girl in the same breath. That's one thing I don't get about what both of these records are doing is taking shots while also kind of not taking shots at the same time. Y'all saw that's something I don't really gravitate to when it comes to battle. I don't like, it's like, how do you punch and then right before the punch connects, you wrap around their head like a trainer? I don't like that shit. Like, let's talk drill. Who bigger than she? Who prettier too? 250 to get in the booth. So she's saying she's 250, like 250,000 to get in the booth? Who paying for it? Like, let's be real. Who bigger than me? Who Lydia too? That's why I could take your boo. I ain't with it, man. I ain't with it. I'm highly, thoroughly disappointed with the new music that's out. I mean, I know these artists gotta survive. I know they gotta meet their quotas with their labels. I know y'all gotta make y'all money. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta set up plays for tours. You gotta make sure that things are moving in your favor. New music, new everything. Keep the price up. Keep the bookings coming in. But we just had two of the biggest in the entire genre creating extremely quality music on short time constraints, dropping. This is where hip hop, I believe, is gonna be taking a turn. This moment, it makes it complicated for me to listen to lesser quality of music when we just had a barrage of really quality records and diss records at that. And y'all are trying to do your big ones by taking shots at your ops. And it just feels like watching, it's like turning off an NBA game. You know what I'm saying? You got LeBron, You got KD out there. You got Kyrie out there. You got all the best motherfuckers out there on the floor. And in the middle of the NBA game, somebody say, hey, man, it's the middle school championship on right now. Let's see what they doing, And you look and you like, can't none of these kids dunk. They pulling threes from half court knowing that they can't make them. They getting ripped. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just start pointing out all the flaws in the game, and it's like, man, I shouldn't be so hard on this middle school championship. These are little kids. Bruh, cut this shit off, man. This is how I'm feeling when I'm reading these lyrics, especially. Maybe not so much on the Megan, but I'm not thrilled with that Megan record either. We're gonna have to really evaluate where we trying to go with this rap shit. Cause if we're living in a world where the Kendricks, the Coles, and the Drakes start dropping albums in the same year, and then we start comparing the rest of the field, and we start getting a little bit too used to hearing this higher quality, everybody gonna have to take some time to like really lock in. I think Megan is talented enough to stand the test. I'm hoping her album can do that. But I think we're definitely seeing the difference. Just being honest. Just being honest. Then in the midst of these records dropping, all of a sudden we got The Game coming out with a diss on Rick Ross. Oh, man. So yesterday, DJ Academics was talking about enjoy the silence or whatever. Normally, what's on the other side of it is great. We saw Drake upload something on his story, made it seem like he was going to be, acknowledging that he was down, but it seemed like he was loading up. That's what it seemed like. Like we could have got a song at midnight last night. I don't know what's going on with him. His house was, Drake's house has been under attack 3 times this week. There was the shooting that happened. Somebody tried to run up in his crib. Yesterday, somebody tried to run up in his crib again. Both trespassers had to leave in ambulances. I personally believe that these are crazed Drake fans running up to his crib. But whomever they are, he's under a little bit of duress right now. So I think there's too much going on his headquarters for him to really be focused on dropping records. Academics was like, I'm going live to do a stream at 11 p.m. People thought that he had a new Drake record on deck. Just for him to play Freeways Revenge by The Game, dissing Rick Ross. I like Game. I grew up listening to Game. The documentary, fire. Documentary 2, fire. Doctor's Advocate, fire. Some people ain't gonna agree. It's all good. He's got at least 3 really solid albums out of his catalog, and when he feels like rapping, he can really rap. He rapped well on this Freeways Revenge song, but it's pointless. Nobody cares. Dissing Rick Ross, nobody asked for it. You saw Kendrick and Drake going back and forth. You decided, all right, well, I'm going to take shots at Ross since nobody's really going to engage with him. We know that Game is definitely on Drake's side. He said that he took, I believe he saw Drake as the favorite in this battle, which is fine. Comes across as odd when your hometown, you and Kendrick both from the same city, Compton. When you needed Kendrick's help, it's kind of the same shit. When you needed Kendrick's help for the documentary 2 to get some press, he came and jumped on your album. About a year or so later, you started saying, I'm the best rapper from Compton and all this shit when you had already passed him the torch. So it seems he's been holding some ill feelings toward Kendrick. So he's backing Drake. Rick Ross was going at Drake. We don't see Game really breathing in Kendrick's direction. So he like, I'm shitting on Ross. You know what I'm saying? He wants to have a preliminary fight, undercard fight with Ross. Seems that Ross don't really want smoke with Game because it's not based on anything. But Game had some shit in the bars if we evaluate him. It says cut open his stomach and stuff bricks in it, but you know, the fat, saying that Rick Ross could carry drugs in his big ass stomach. Very disrespectful. Put his body on a scale like it's fish in it. I could see a bitch in him. $20 million home renovation just to slit your wrist in it. So he's just going disrespectful, right? You got a $20 million home renovation just to get blood everywhere when I cut you up. Suicide is a suicide. Rip apart the Maybach. I know the truth's inside. I don't know what he means by that. What Ross would be hiding underneath the floorboards and everything in the Maybach. We've already known that he was a CO. What else is there to reveal? He says you 12 lemon pepper wings from a heart attack. Hey, yo! You 12 lemon pepper wings from a heart attack. Academics, get this nigga Ozempic starter pack. He's going disrespectful. He's rapping. He's definitely rapping. But it's not doing nothing for the culture. Kai Cenat hit the room. Turn that stream on. Ask Budden about his brief encounter with King Kong. So for those that don't know, Joe Budden and Game, they had a back and forth beef, you know, back in the mid 2000s. This ain't the Kendrick beef. My Drake sings songs, shots ring out, the neighbor better have his ring on. So he said, this ain't the Kendrick shit. My Drake sings songs, like he'll let it ring. Shots ring out, the neighbor better have his ring on, I guess to see what's going on, the camera. Glock swing out, doors open like a swing arm, Pac lean out, Machiavelli with the ring on. You know, he's the name dropper of the century. Ops is out. They on the same shit that we on. Hospital wheelchair, head wrap, sling on. So at this point, he's kind of saying, you know, they going on a drill. The ops is out. They on the same shit that we on. Hospital. So basically, hospital wheelchair, head wrap, sling on. Sounds to me like he's doing a disguise. Like I'm in the wheelchair with a head wrap and a sling on, acting like I'm real hurt and injured, just to pop up on your ass and pop you. Clever. But it don't feel like it's based on anything. Like, what is the actual interaction with Ross that we're, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is this so much smoke? It's payback, punk, for the drama you tried to bring on. Maybach trunks, the type of shit we eat our wings on. My K-Dot shit, I don't have to turn the beam on. It's that time of the month. Get this pussy something to bleed on. He's spitting. Your baby mama told me that you like to get peed on. What's up with y'all in the industry, man? Matter of fact, let me not find out. Let me not find out. You a CO. That's the last time you had keys, and we know you treat gunplay like a peon. Okay, so he said you a CO. That's the last time you had keys on. Basically saying all the drugs, all the keys and bricks and drugs you rapping about, fake. Only keys you know is the keys you had in the jail for the sales. And we know you treat gunplay like a peon. Like that's we saw that play out last year when Gunplay was going through a situation with his child and Rick Ross wasn't there to really give aid. And he knows some shit that ain't cool for him to speak on. My PO said this ain't the record we agreed on. They cut it off like the ankle monitor for the beep on. So he's saying his PO said, hey man, I ain't agree for you to put this record out. My niggas will learn French just to get they steam on, and Cali with calicos don't need Cali to get his scream on. So basically, we got the calicos. They do enough yelling or loud noises. We don't need Khaled to get his scream on, which of course Khaled and Ross are very tight. We the West, free the guys. I gotta free the West. I'm muy loco. I don't need a vest. You are. You definitely crazy. We know that much. I'm watching Scarface and cleaning tech. Shots gonna be direct. Have you ever been through Cedar yet? Which is his block. I don't see why Ross would want to come through your block anyway. What's going on over there that would attract a multi-millionaire? When cars pull up, we do explosives and heater checks. The lights flick, the dogs bark, and niggas sleeping less. Under palm trees, we got them choppers that'll eat your flesh. The real Rick Ross know every bird gotta leave a nest. So now he's talking about the fact that, well, he leans into it. You stole your name. I pulled the file. You looked at B.I.G. and stole his style. I smell pussy, that odor foul. You ain't sold no birds. You trolled the owl. These are tough lines. The real Rick Ross know every bird gotta leave a nest. The nigga you stole your name from who used to sell the drugs, he knows every bird gotta leave a nest. As in, he had to get all the weight off. You stole your name. That's a fact. He took the Rick Ross name from somebody actually named Rick Ross and didn't pay no homage and wanted to act like he didn't know who he was. You looked at B.I.G. and stole his style, which there's a lot of people that believe that's exactly what Rick Ross did. He wanted to be the new Biggie. He wanted to be the big, black, and ugly as ever. That's a Biggie line. I'm not calling Rick Ross ugly. And throw the Versace and throw the, high fashion on. Throw the, you know what I'm saying? The shades on with the gold and all that shit. The fucking, y'all know what I'm talking about. The Cartiers and shit. Wanted to try to get on that vibe. You ain't sold no bird, you trolled the owl. The beat switches when he really got a nice pocket, I ain't gonna lie. It says, Draco flick, it's like the light on the Carter 5. Bad kid, good city. No, excuse me, the Carter 4. Draco flick, it's like the light on the Carter 4. Bad kid, good city. I study the art of war, so he's like the opposite of Kendrick. I'm the bad kid, good city. Run into that hand-me-down mansion and lock up all the doors. Not the hand-me-down mansion. Y'all know Ross lives in Evander Holyfield's house now. Stop with all that raving, nigga. You not from Baltimore. I don't want to hear about no fish tanks and marble floors. Why not? Y'all both probably got them. No spiral steps, no swimming pools, no hors d'oeuvres, no Audemars, no car shows, no pinky rings, no umbrellas in the car doors. So he's basically saying, if we beefing, I don't want to hear about none of your riches. Let's get to the shits. But I just don't understand where this became so deep between the two of y'all. And Ross is laughing, so clearly he's not gonna give you what you're looking for. Introduce me and my connect to that Colombian you chopped that raw for. Was it fabricated? The lies you tell are getting saturated. What happened to the birds in the Maserati? They just evaporated. That shit be too exaggerated. Fucking with a Compton nigga, get your head decapitated. Let a DiCaprio, all that cap like you activated. I just bought a 100-foot yacht and it was captivating. Congratulations. What an imagination from CEO to drug kingpin. Now this nigga acting Haitian. So he's trying to deconstruct Ross's image. The bars is good. The beat is good. Everything is good except the fact that nobody asked for it. Like, at this point, he's definitely Cuba good and swinging at the air. I hate to say it, because I grew up bumping game, but this ain't moving the needle for nobody. It's too bad. The stories these niggas tell, he gonna tell us he got a key for every nigga he locked in a cell. He gonna tell us he just bought another crib, he living well, but he won't tell us about his health condition. He's sick as hell. He popping pills, starting to fuck with his brain. Seizures off the lean. Balenciaga shorts got the shit stains. So you saying this nigga shitting on himself behind the scenes. Goodness gracious. Which does happen to certain people when they have a seizure. Wow. He not a mastermind. He got it. Line after line. Lay back in the Maybach making up shit just to pass the time. I think just about every rapper does that to a degree. But, I mean, there's no possible way you could be living this much of a gangster life just spraying every gun in the goddamn inventory at this man. But you know, it's a rap battle. You battling with a man that don't want to battle you. He think he Big Meech, free Larry Hoover. Miami a big beach. Now watch how I maneuver. I don't tippy toe. I know plenty Zoes that pull up in semi trucks, hop out and let a semi go. So let me know. I let the boys in them drop Chevys go. It's humid in the 305, but they pushing heavy snow. So he says, I know more drug niggas in your city than you do, basically. Compton Grim Reaper, I make you reap with the devil's soul. Walking through live with the same eyes niggas had in belly though. It's tough. This ain't the new Death Row. This the old Harry O. Game one of them niggas. Blue Da Vinci, Meech, and Terry no. What made you say that? I guess he's trying to get at Ross for making the BMF record, even though BMF never really co-signed him like that. I'm guessing that's what he's trying to say. So of my advice is let it go. I know y'all was trolling each other online, but I don't think he was looking for no battle to say my advice is let it go. You might want to take your own advice. Oh, I almost forgot. Fuck Bel Air. It's West Side. We let the Henny flow. So when that muzzle smoke and when that thing hot, even when the camera out of focus, just know the beam not. Run up on your clean shots, look down on you, flash on like an iPhone, taped to the ceiling with the screen locked. This nigga drug women. That's how your team rocks. So of course he's making reference to the You Don't Even Know It shit, which is super egregious, just diabolical, not okay. You know, so he's trying to bring that back up. But Game, you've got some Game. You got a weird case. Why are you around? And all that money you rap about gonna get you a mean plot. But in the meantime, I'ma let your fake fiends cop. And I know you're doing your thing, Ock, but this is where the wings stop. This is definitely where the wings need to stop. This is where the wings need to stop. We don't want this. We never asked for it. Most hip-hop fans were not engaged. There was a whole other main event going on. Y'all little side mission is not cutting the mustard. All right? I don't know what done got in y'all motherfucking minds where y'all think that we need these. We need fucking beef meatballs. Y'all try to give us the motherfucking beef meatballs like we waiting on an appetizer and shit, man. We don't need y'all to do this shit, man. We ain't asked for none of this. We're good. I hope Ross don't respond. I know he probably gonna want to, protect his honor and his name. But this ain't it, y'all. We got Shaq trying to put out diss records going up against Shannon Sharp over their disagreement about some fucking basketball MVP shit. What are we doing? Where are we going? Shaq, Can't Stop the Rain, dope record. We not asking for no more. We don't need no more Shaq raps. And the random ones that we do get, a couple times a year, they be cool. But we don't need them shits. Definitely don't need no diss records between you and Shannon Sharp. Because if Shannon Sharp decide he want to go in somebody's booth, somebody gonna need to goddamn put some chlorophyll on his ass. Carry him out, please. The fuck, man? Please, let it go. I know everybody wants to get they slice while we're looking at the battles. No. So I will give Megan Thee Stallion, she's got the best record that dropped on this Friday, but disappointing New Music Friday. That's what I will say. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. And I will catch y'all later with some more content, man. Stay locked in. Don't go too far because you know I always got something up the sleeve ready to drop, all right? I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.